Still
And
never figure out who the hell Simon was talking or NBL was talking to.
NBL. This?
Yeah,
Oh,
I read Dale Gas. Is that Delagas? Or
Yeah,
what is it?
kind of
I'll
like
say
Gilligan
I read.
Del Gas. Yeah.
I saw Dale Gas. I'm looking. It's like, who the hell is Dale Gas? Because Gas is a common last name in this county.
Oh my goodness. Del Gas. I think I was still with live, so
So Eddie, I still owe you a phone call. I just told Simon I saw your name. I said, damn it, I forgot to call Eddie.
so NBL
hey Eddie.
and everybody else.
And everybody else in the chat.
So
All three
here
of
we
you.
go.
All three of you.
I went back. Excuse me. Um, Francis, okay, we know that you're old. Yeah, I had to go to the Vampire Bank. I had to go see the Vampire Bank today, so I kind of forgot about that. And yesterday was a holiday, so. But damn it, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I forgot what the hell I was gonna say. Oh
Hey Don.
no, I forgot what I was gonna say. What's up, Chef John?
Something about the other streaming?
Oh, so I went into Streamyard today
No, you didn't.
just to see because my hours should have reset, and they're only giving me 5 hours a month.
I got 20.
They
Yeah, I
all
don't.
get cut you all the way out, ain't they?
I don't get that at all. What's up, Christopher?
What when you were paying for StreamYard, were you paying monthly?
I did pay monthly.
Maybe that's the difference. I paid for the
Yeah,
year.
I think the first year we paid for the whole year, and then thereafter we were just paid monthly. 'Cause that was when I was sort of kind of in my down on YouTube stuff, month after month. It's like I ain't paying for a whole year. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. You know.
Yeah. And certainly ain't paying double.
Yeah, no. Now I'm only I paid for the year for Streamlab, but that was only like $90. You know, so
A lot
that's
more,
paid for.
a lot more reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just got to
don't.
be able to figure out those couple little things. Yeah, I wish the guests being on the bottom underneath the panel. I don't know why I'm making such a big deal out of it. It's just something you have to get used to. I mean, looking at the screen, would you say the screen is actually larger than Streamlab, or you just is it an
I think
illusion?
it's bigger than StreamYard. The screen I'm looking at now. Plus, it's
Right?
got that little thing where you can really make it big if you want to, but it cuts into the chat when you do that.
Right.
On
Yeah,
mine, that I can do that. I can make it even bigger. You know.
The thing
right.
is, they have that left panel with all those controls on the left side
Yeah.
Yeah,
that squishes everything down on that other one.
yeah. That's why I think it's just an illusion. I mean, it looks like this panel's the same size.
To me, that one you're using now, the camera quality on us looks better. It looks cleaner and crisper. I think.
Yeah.
You know,
Right
I'm
now,
half blind anyway, but
right now we're on 720p,
yeah, I looked at my settings. I seen that.
and that reduced. Now that wasn't before. I think it was 1080p before on here. Hey,
Yeah, I see the other one offers 1080p, but you got to pay more for
Yeah.
that, the pro version or something.
so those
Yeah.
StreamYard on the big one, it'll let you go at 1080p.
Okay, same thing. I got
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah. It goes up though. I mean, it goes up a fair amount.
That's for
I don't remember
people
that.
that's really, there's some podcasts and people out there that do this all the time that make a lot of money and get a lot of people in there,
Yeah,
thousands. That's the people that's gonna buy that kind of stuff. Just guys hanging out and having a good time, you know, you got to save money where you can.
Down unless you pay for it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Correct, Eddie.
yeah. But to be honest with you, I mean, it was my wife because she's. You think I'm tight on money? She's tight as shit. She researched. That's why I had to renew or up or pay for the year subscription at the last minute
Mhm.
because she kept researching the differences between 720 and 1080. You know, what are you getting for 1080? You know, and I personally, unless it's a video or something like that, I mean, I don't see where it's
So
that big of a
720p
deal.
for me is fine.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
That's
If they offer 4K where you could see your nostril hairs and stuff like that,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That might be one. But 1080 and 720, it's not a lot of difference,
I mean, I'm
really.
gonna
yeah,
do this and I gotta take a look, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Karen,
Viva Cameron. That name is new to me, I believe.
yeah, I've never seen that one. How you
I
doing?
have
Cheers,
actually, you know,
cheers.
YouTube will let you download a video, just a single video, but it's always in 720 if you send it even in 4K. Now you can download all of them in their real resolution, but you got to do them all. It won't let you do just one, but it will allow you to do one, but it's at 720. But I have pulled them off of YouTube and put them in some of my newer videos and can't tell the difference, man. You know,
The
not really.
have you used YouTube TV or Premium? I think
Yeah,
Premium.
I got premium. Yeah,
You can download your videos or any video.
right.
Yeah, I've never committed to that.
Yeah,
I did the 30-day trial last year. It was fun not having commercials and stuff like that, and being able
right.
to do the music and all the other stuff.
Matter of fact, I just purchased premium for that Skill Savvy channel because signing this over to Derek, but I can still log in on my smoky ribs and what I mean, none of that's changed, you know. But I said I think I'm just going to start watching all my videos from the other
Okay.
platform and start subscribing to people that I got a lot of subscribers that I'm subscribed to on this smoky ribs, which I'm not on nothing out right now other than StreamYard. But you know what I'm saying? I can't remember everybody I'm subscribed to, but little by little, I'm gonna
Yeah.
resubscribe over there, you know,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
and I'll just let that be my primary when I'm watching videos, you know.
So we got Russ and Derek this Sunday. We're
Yep,
gonna bring in, set the old out to pasture and bring the new in.
that's it. That's right. I'll still be making a video per month for a little bit longer, not much.
Okay.
I don't know how to tell them yet, but I'm probably gonna be late. I owe them a video right now, but man, what are we? The last week of the month,
Yes.
27th, and I've got this lady just dropped this car off today. That Volkswagen, I got all the parts in today, and I got to start on that tomorrow. And we've been getting rain every day. It ain't much. It's
Yeah,
like these big fronts, and we're on the tail end, but it's just enough to get everything wet.
yeah.
I
We
think
got
they're predicting it for tomorrow too. So
Yeah. Last night we got it here. Must have been about 9 p.m. when it started, and the weather warning was until like 3 a.m. and it rained till about 4.
yeah,
yeah. Yeah, we start raining here this evening. It's gonna rain all through tomorrow. We are supposed to be clear on Thursday now, where we're supposed to be raining Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So now it's just going to be Wednesday and Friday now. But it's 59 degrees here right now.
Yeah.
We're still been in the 70s.
oh shoot, man, our 50s that ended last month, I think, maybe
Yeah.
the month before that.
February, probably.
We did go in the low, not low, but upper 60s last week, like for the low that early morning, but right back up in the mid 80s to upper 80s. But now it's summertime. Now it's feeling hot.
Yeah,
Last last
we're
month
going to see some
we got into the 40s here overnight.
Really?
Yeah.
really. Wow.
Wow.
What's up, Rick? we're going to see 80s towards the end of next week, but
Okay.
still we're going to be in the 70s.
Yeah,
I love it, man.
June, just a few days off. Guess hurricane season's
Oh, you
going
must
to
have turned
start.
on my camera. my light.
I have to start worrying about that crap all summer long. Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I wish I had enough room in my garage where I could pull cars up in it. If I didn't have all them shelves and all them tables, I could.
Right.
Just barely I could fit, a car in it. But the way it is now, I just got to nose it up to
Can you
it. So
get
if it
another,
rains, it shuts me down.
canvas tents?
Yeah, I need to get another one, mainly because if I have to go inside and like pull a dash out in this blaring sun, I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. I used to do them all the time at the shop I worked at, but that was inside. Have
Right.
fans blowing in there on you, it's
Right.
tolerable. But trying to do this crap out here in the sun, that'd be murder. I would have to, I got the fans and everything, but I'd have to get a canopy over me,
Oh yeah, that would be nice because then I even not so much for the sun, but maybe you can take advantage of some light rain days. Don't shut you down completely.
That or do them late afternoon into the night. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Have a fan on me. I could definitely do that. And yeah, that's a good option.
Get one of those big giant fans that have the mister on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen those. I've never been in front of one when it's working, but I've seen those before.
Oh,
We had them at the shop years ago. I tell you what I wish I had. I don't know if you remember that video I did showing that swamp cooler that
Yeah.
you put ice in it, pour water in it. Man,
Yeah.
that feels good on you. And Derek sold that darn thing. Didn't even ask me.
I
I would love to have another one, man. In my shop, all I got is a big fan. It's loud, noisy, but that swamp cooler was real low. You couldn't hardly hear it, but man, it moved some good air. It oscillated too, if you wanted it to. You could turn that on or off, Load that thing up with ice and water. It felt like air conditioner,
Yeah, that'd be really good outside.
About 20 degrees cooler coming out of that machine.
Just stand right in front of that sucker for a couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm. I ought to reach out to a company and see if they want to send me one. I'll do a video on my new channel with it. Just to get
hell yeah,
another
man! For that DIY thing, working on cars, shit, that'd be right up your alley.
Perfect, yeah.
I'm sure Vivor's
got those canopy things.
Yeah,
I damn I would be calling Vivor too. They've got those canopy things.
They hadn't been reaching out to me much. I don't know what's going on, with the China and tariffs and all that right now. But
yeah, I got an email Friday, I think it was.
Yeah.
For another collaboration, but we'll see.
I got my video. They sent me a little. I told her I didn't want to do no more videos on my cooking channel. She sent me a little tabletop ice machine, and I really just don't want to do it, but I guess I will. But
I just saw this name the other day.
Which one?
Chill It and Grill It.
Yeah, he's been in and out of the chat here.
It was somewhere else though I was at. I can't remember where it was now. It was somewhere that talked about him, and I was like, maybe it was Jorge Mexicali.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Check out these new gauges I got, Lance. If I can get them. Oh, gosh.
Rick, did you get your towels today? Oh, nice. Good gosh.
Those are digital.
Yeah.
They got clamps for reading suction side and high side. That's really for more like house air conditioner for checking your superheat and subcooling, but they got certain features on here that's gonna be great on a car. I don't know if you can see that, but it's
that's nice. I like that.
Right there on the front, it says N2 test, and what it is a tightness test. After you put everything back together, you shoot nitrogen in it, get the pressure up, then you run that test, and it'll tell you if you got any leaks or not without having to run around with a spray bottle and all that. If it holds and passes the test, and you're good, Yeah, those are That's what everybody's
Munchie
doing.
Mafia. That's exactly what it was. It was CV at Munchie Mafia. That's exactly.
Yeah.
Mr. Hernandez. I'll have to look at that, Rick. They said it would be delivered today. I paid a little extra for that shipping for that reason.
Let's see if I can get them put back like I had them.
They look heavy.
The cool thing about them gauges, you can use, there's over 70 different refrigerants. All you got to do is just keep
Dial it
punching
in.
the arrow until you get to the one you're using. I got it set on R134A right now. That's what most cars are still on the road. But if I do have the newer stuff, the 1234Y, if I punch that in, and it calculates everything for you. So much easier.
It does.
Yeah, I bit the bullet. I've been wanting to get them for a while. I said, you know what? I'm not going to have nothing unless I just go ahead and get it, and hopefully it'll all pay for itself.
They said that thing ended in Carlisle, Texas, on the 24th, and he still don't have it. I got a thing today. I've got another batch of angelfish eggs getting ready to hatch. So I bought some different baby food, thinking maybe that's what killed these other ones because it wasn't the proper. It was supposed to be the proper food, but everybody else uses other brands, so I ordered it. And then if I can get an email saying they changed the delivery date now to June the 5th. It's like, son of a bitch. Yeah, it says it reached facility on the 24th. That's all it said, Rick. But when I shipped it, they said you would have it today. What's up, Mr. Mitchell? Kill it and grill. That was exactly where it was. It was CV.
Okay, so it's north of Houston.
I ordered a Mother's Day gift. Get ready for beef prices and skyrocket. $1,200 for a week old baby calves. Girl, I bought a few more cows today. Good gosh.
Wow. $1,200.
KMG.
Oh, well, I'm having to cut back on beef anyway because of gout, so that's as good excuse as any not to buy it.
Yeah. I had that broke at that Park Grill pizza oven thing. Man, I was so happy the way that thing seared that steak. I was like, oh my God.
That looked good. That video you sent me.
As soon as it hit that plate, I was like, psh. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Do
What's up,
some
CB?
smash burgers on that bad boy.
Do what?
You could do you some smash burgers on that, dude.
Oh yeah, definitely. Demoose, I don't think I said hello to you, buddy. What's up, Demoose? I want to I thought about doing some crispy chicken wings. So I would smoke them, cook them, and then I would put them in a bowl with some hot sauce, maybe tunnel them around, and then put them on that plate and get a sear on it, get a little crispiness on the skin from that plate. You just keep turning them around, moving around on there.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm afraid the hot sauce. So another channel sent me a bottle.
Then toss them in some sauce. It'd still be good like that.
Hey, Jody P, I didn't know. I've always wondered if it softens that skin up.
Well, I did this one time on my channel many years ago. The first place I lived when I started is that long ago. There were Jack Daniel wings in this sauce I made. Anyway, I grilled them, smoked them, then I flash flashed them in hot grease for like a minute to crisp them up.
Yeah.
Then I immediately tossed them in that Jack Daniel sauce, and man, they were good, you know.
Yeah.
And your skin has done got so thin, it ain't like rubber. It just you don't even know it's there, you know.
Yeah. I've done the double fry before. I am a little concerned with it. I don't know if what the sauce is going to taste like because it definitely has sugar in it. It has a sweetener in it. It almost tastes like pineapple. You
Yeah.
get that bite, and then there's a pineapple aftertaste on it. So I'm afraid that it might just really sort of burn them up, but maybe try a few of them. I don't know. I also thought it might add another flavor level, with the
Yeah, if it's
sauce.
got a lot of sugar in it, that's gonna be your biggest issue, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sugar and heat don't get along too good if it's high heat.
High heat,
yeah,
especially on like a griddle.
yeah.
You have a big mess to clean up afterwards too. So
You can try it, see how it does.
I
I might
I'm getting cabinets next week.
Are you?
get what?
Kitchen cabinets
Oh, is
Cabinets.
that right?
and a new oven on Monday. Can
Oh man, heck yeah.
Can't wait, can you?
wait over a year.
You going to turn it into an indoor cook show?
It's gonna be a lot more in here, at least for the summer. But
Yeah,
I'm still gonna be using the that Weber I have
yeah.
more.
I mean, might be able to do, some more, just a variety of cooks instead of just, barbecue on the grill only.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on doing
What I used to do a lot of times on the inside, I haven't been doing videos much anyway, but
that.
I showed all the prepping and everything inside a lot of times, getting everything ready, and then you can show everything and then go out there and put it on the grill, and then I didn't have to sit up there in all that heat this time of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sweating into your food.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rich.
So
You thought I was going to say Ron, didn't you? Thank you, Rich.
that Weber is still available on the website, Walmart.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, NBL.
You said Chef John earlier. I'm looking for Chef Johnny.
Oh no, no,
And-
no. This
Oh,
is John.
not that John. This is the
Yeah.
Texas John.
Okay.
So is he
Yeah,
left
so is he.
Texas.
Chef Johnny is somewhere near you.
Yeah, I'll see him Saturday.
Okay.
Oh, he
You know
just so
who
he
else
didn't
is,
move?
you know who
Huh?
else lives kind of near you? I was
Uh,
looking at a famous.
Dogfather lives in Austin. Grill Sergeant lives in San Antonio.
No, I'm talking about somebody, a musician, very famous country music.
Willie.
George
George
Strait.
Strait. Yeah,
George
George
Strait.
Well,
Strait.
George Strait lives. Well, he used to live in the Dominion. I don't know if he still lives there or not.
Yeah, he's not like insane where you're at, but he's close by.
Yeah, he's in a. It's a one of those communities that you have to like have like a gated community.
Yeah. Okay.
Almost killed me. It was too damn hot. Yeah. Texas heat. I don't have to worry about that. We have, the humidity is what sucks of us. We got terrible humidity.
Oh God, tell me
Yeah.
about it.
Northwest of San Antonio.
It's terrible right now.
Yeah. So I didn't realize it was gonna rain last night as hard as it was, and I cooked some fajitas on the grill. But then with the grill, and then I didn't really put anything away. I just gonna put everything to the side, and so I had a half a bag of charcoal that was too close to the edge that got completely soaked through, and my Blackstones had like that much water on it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I had the pizza oven. Oh, so I was going to cook steaks. I want to try that sear out on the pizza oven / grill Saturday. Had it Saturday. Had it Sunday. Had it all planned. I had actually started the fires because I run 2 fires in that thing now. And my wife came out and said, "Oh, I forgot to stop you." Says, Kelsey, which is my youngest daughter, and Ryan, my son-in-law, were coming over, and they were bringing pizza. She had baked cupcakes. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, that's no big deal. It's just a fire starter." So they came over, and we're sitting around eating some pizza and cheese sticks and stuff. And she says, "You want it ready for dessert? You want a cupcake?" I said, "Sure." She says, "Here, Dad." She says, "You open them up." It's all right. So I took off the lid, and here's all these pink and blue cupcakes, and they have little pink and blue feet on them. And it took me a few seconds. I was like, "Wait a minute." I said, "No way." She says, "Yeah." She says, "You're going to be a grandpa again." So I got another grandbaby coming in December.
Heck yeah.
So that made my day. I teared up. I cried. It was great. Another grandchild, almost 16 years apart.
Yeah. Yeah, I got another grandbaby on the way.
Oh, is that right?
Derek and Candace, they're having a boy. Be my first boy grandchild. So I was thinking nobody was gonna carry on my little leg of the tree, but
Yeah, there you
I
go.
got a boy
There you go.
Well, congratulations.
due in July, I think.
Thank you, David. Thank you, Des. Thank you, MBL.
Yeah, we got to go Saturday to somewhere in Mobile. They're having a baby shower for them, and then I think they're gonna have. He said this is something to do with the church or something. I'm not sure, but then they're gonna have one just for the women. And Derek says, heck, he's gonna have one just for the guys, mainly
Yeah,
just bring something over to drink and
yeah,
hang out, bring diapers or whatever.
Yeah.
yeah. Congratulations. I thought I was the only old dog who's turned into a grandfather. It's weird because I was just thinking not too long ago. It's like, you know, what if I'll ever have a great grandchild? And then all of a sudden my daughter pulls up with this. I was like, no way. I was so happy. What's up, Christine? The moose.
Rich says, "Congrats, Lance. I was born in December. Hopefully, they turn out better than I did, or that better than me."
Congrats. I was born in December, hopefully. Yeah, she's already. We had that conversation. It's like, how do you do that? Because I have two buddies actually, and both of their birthdays are in right before Christmas, and they've always said, coming up as kids, that it's sort of kind of, do you really get birthday and Christmas gift, or is it
Yeah.
just, you know, type thing? And it sounds being ungrateful or spoiled, um, but yeah, I mean, it's like I've always wondered if that would be, God, my birthday and Christmas can be celebrated at the same time.
Two gifts. One's a pair of socks, and then one's like a toy or something. AM. Uh,
So I'm
so
excited. She's excited.
I need to pick out a sink for that for the kitchen here. So I'll probably do that tomorrow or Thursday. But that's all I need right now. Really, is just the sink. Cabinets is coming in, and the new oven.
Are you doing the stainless steel or enamel, or what are you doing?
What on the oven?
No, the sink.
Probably stainless.
Don't cheap out on it. I've seen some really thin
Yeah.
stainless steel, if you can.
Well,
And they dent so easy.
I do have money left over after buying the cabinets and the oven. I mean, the oven was pretty cheap. It was less than. Well, I got a good deal on it. I ended up paying just over 600 for it. But
For what?
for the oven,
Uh,
the gas stove oven, yeah.
Thought you were saying sink. I was like, damn, you getting
No, no,
some
no.
expensive shit.
Well, I saw some on Home Depot. Like, you know what? I'm not gonna shop here. They're like $1,000 for a sink. Like, dang.
Yeah.
I did see some that were stainless steel that they're pretty nice, but they're right. They're pretty thin. Some are pretty
Yeah,
thin.
they're more forgiving, but I've installed a many a sink, but the real cheap ones, I mean, they get the job done, but they're going to, rust on you a little bit. They're just and they're going to dent easy. They're going to sound tinny. Get something of a little bit of a little
I saw
thicker.
one that I like. It was about 400, but it was nice and deep. I think if I remember correctly, it was an enamel zinc, and then it came with the raised outlet, the water,
Like
the
a pot
yeah.
fill
There you go.
faucet.
Yeah. So which is good for me. It's better for me to be like for it to be lower, me reach into the sink and take out the pot or whatever. And but yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. It's like $400, and I think I should have more than enough for it.
Yeah. You'll be happy with that. A pot fill is always nice to have, man. Especially
The
if you're
um, cabinets are pine fronts, and then it's plywood bodies all the way around.
okay.
It's all white. They're painted white, which is what I want to do with the upper cabinets. I'm gonna keep those upper cabinets and just repaint them and change out the hardware on them, the handles and stuff.
So, like two tone.
No, just
Is that
white.
what you're saying?
No,
Everything will be white.
well, right now my cabinets are white with orange trim. I'm just gonna have them painted all white and just change out the hardware.
Right.
I'm gonna buy one cabinet that's up here. That one for whatever reason, that one is it's breaking on me. It's just an old cabinet, so I'm gonna replace that one.
Outcast Barbecue. Well, he knows Mike.
Yeah.
He in the interview I did yesterday. This Outcast Barbecue said that that I was a pretty nice guy and all that. And I was like, I don't even know him. Who is it? It's killing me to know, but now I know he knows Mike. Yeah, that stupid thing. Christine, I had the same snail one time fell from 4 foot. Snuck. I got a little crack between the suction tube on the hang on the back filter. A little gap between that and that plastic piece that you slide on the back. Got through it. Fell 4 foot to the concrete floor, and then the same snail um, did the same exact thing on a tank that was 6 foot off the ground, and he survived both of them. I couldn't believe it.
You fallen twice.
Fell twice.
Hey, Bill Luke.
What's up, Gary?
So I know the first time you told us that it fell, it was just standing still in the tank afterwards, and you weren't sure if it was alive or not.
Yeah. Well, the first time he did it, I put him back in the tank. I even told Jody about this because I'd never had a mystery snail before, and he laid there in one spot for several hours. Yeah, Lance, I've competed with him for years at the KCBS. Damn it all. Yeah, I talked to Mike, well, back and forth on Messenger for probably an hour last night, but then so the snail, he finally moved, and there was all these little white grains, and I said, oh, he's not going to last long. That's his shell falling apart, and I sent Jody a text. I said, was that? Wish he would get back into it seriously. It's he has plans, but it sounds like his cars are his have got going to occupy some of his free time here coming up soon. He talked about getting his cars together, but and I asked Jody. I said, "Is that poop or something?" And she said it could be. So I don't know, because it's black sand, so it was so easy to see. This time when he fell, it was probably 10 hours before he moved. Outcast
10 hours?
barbecue.
10 hours?
10 hours. He sat in that same spot. And I knew it was alive because every time a Corey went up and was like pecking at him, like pushing him around or whatever, he would draw in, he would tense back up. And then he would relax, and a Corey would come around messing with him, and he tense back up. Now it's his health more than anything. Yeah, I mean, he blew me away at the stuff that he does. He's in the smokers. He's got a propane tank bell that he converted into a pizza oven, a pizza cooker. And we talked for a while.
That was Derek. I had to mute myself.
Sure.
But then, you know what? Because we're already friends on Facebook. I got another friend request from him today. And I was like, don't like that one. Let's see here. So, and he was going to come up on our live, and he did have that. Remember the links that y'all had problems with? For some reason, the second one worked for you, but the first one worked for him, or vice versa. It didn't work for Mike at all.
Yeah, that was weird.
And it's weird
That
because
second one, I clicked on it first, and then I had to scroll down and go back to the first one you saying it worked. That's weird.
yeah, tonight I sent you and Lance at the same time that link. I emailed it to Lance and I put yours in the messenger, but it was the same.
Yeah. The one you sent me, I looked at it. It was from the 25th, which I read. Did you go live Sunday when Lance went live? Did you have it streaming?
No.
That's weird.
He went Saturday.
The 25th, whatever day. All right, look
Monday.
right here.
That was Monday.
No, they ain't gonna say it there.
March 25th at 10:28. That's one link. April 6th is another link.
April 25th is what that link was for. I'm gonna accept. I'm gonna show you here. Continue with YouTube. Oh crap! That's trying to get me to. Never mind. I was trying to do it on my phone, but anyway, I clicked that link. Then I went back to Messenger, make sure I got the last one, which you ain't sent me one in a while. So there was some more links in there, but they were months ago.
Right.
But that one said 5 of 25, and it ran 2 hours and 17 minutes. I said, "Oh, that's an old link."
Yeah, I mean, because when I sent you the link, we were conversating back and forth.
Yeah,
conversation.
that's not the first time that's happened. So that's just a glitch through StreamYard or something. Who knows?
Streamlab too, apparently. Yeah, Outcast. He even shared with me a seasoning that he won 3 comps with for pork. I'd tell y'all, but then I'd have to shoot you. But this was a couple weeks ago. He's cooked at the American Royal. His first year he took 12th out of 300. He's been to the Jack, Memphis in May. He studied style. The guest that was going to be Lance, and he will be teaching a class here in a month or two. Really? So he M&C Aquatics for the fishing people here, but so he was going. Well, probably I can't get him up next weekend because I'm going to have Russ and his son coming up, and they're going to talk about that transition that those two are going to make.
Yeah.
But he said that he studied in styles of cooking, South Africa, Brazil, Hawaii. He's met people. What do you say? He's met Tuffy Stone. He actually took a class with Johnny Triggs. But he's met Myron Mixon, Tuffy Stone, Aaron Franklin, Mike Davis. That was the only name I didn't know, the Mike Davis name.
I don't know him either. I don't think.
Johnny Trigg. I told him about that. Actually, Tuffy Stone is actually not really my back door. American Royal was in 2016.
Yeah.
He was going to Tuffy Stone is in Richmond, Virginia, and he actually teaches a class out in his backyard.
Yeah.
But it was neat. I learned so much about this guy. Unfortunately, our lives sort of kind of overlap each other. But he's in the fish community. I'm in the barbecue community. But I do usually catch the last 40 minutes of his live. I like to try and catch it.
What's his name?
M&C Aquatics.
Okay, I remember that. What I meant, does he compete in barbecue and everything?
Used to. So,
okay.
I haven't asked questions because it's none of my business. And Outcast just sort of kind of alluded to it about health issues.
I'm sure you wouldn't mind asking about his history a little bit if he was in that circuit.
Yeah, well, history, but he sort of kind of got out of the competition cooking.
I got you.
And I think it has something to do with health. And I'm not going to go there. What's up, Scott?
Well, no, I wouldn't either on that.
Hey, Angie. Abadio.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them big names when I was up at Memphis in May that year hanging out.
Yeah, well, that was
guys.
One of the things I was going to say, because I figured you'd been up on a stage last Sunday along with them, and I was going to bring up that conversation about, when you were at Memphis in May with, God, what's his name? The Alabama guy. God. Went through a divorce or separation. The beef jerky guy?
Oh, you're talking about Brian Ducharme.
Ducharme, yeah.
Yeah, he's back here in Mississippi now. He's got a place up in Van Cleve that he's selling food and all kind of stuff. I mean, he's still doing his jerky and all, of course. That's his big one,
Well, did he get a kitchen at a hotel or something like that?
He worked for a golf course when he was in Alabama with Shayla, his wife. I think they are divorced now, I think.
Yeah, I remember hearing something about Shayla.
Anyway, she stayed in Alabama. He come back to Mississippi. His dad lives right over here in Goshen, and he opened up a business right there in Van Cleve. He makes my boudin recipe and sells it. That's one thing he does, but he does all kind of stuff, you know, every day. Plus, he sells that beef jerky, which he don't have to make the beef jerky anymore because he's got that USDA certification, and they have to make it at one of those few places.
Facilities. Yeah, you were telling me that last year or before. I was like, no way.
It took them like 6 months to dial in his recipe. They have to get it identical before he's happy with it. That's anybody that tries to get anything USDA approved, but it's on a legal way to do it. You got some people there that actually put fake USDA certification things on packaging and all. Boy, if they ever get caught with that, it's
right.
Federal.
It's gonna be them. Yeah.
It's gonna be their ass. Yeah, I see some of the comments about Jody and Mike, and Outcast talked about Mike's accident. I figured it was something like that. I think if you, I can't remember what it was when I became friends with him or something, and it was like a about me type thing, and he said something about a disability or something. So, like I said, I just didn't pry into it. The MC follows you. Okay. I know he tried a few. Look at that. Fantastic. There you go, Simon.
With that?
I said thank you.
Oh.
this thing where we don't share.
Nice.
I'm still trying to get used to it.
Well, if you want to stick around a little bit after the live, we can take care of that at least here on StreamYard.
Are you going to stick with StreamYard then?
Nah.
Well, I mean, I still have five. They've been gracious to allow me 5 hours. I still can't figure that out. But
Okay,
that's
that's
what.
2.5 live streams.
Yeah, that's whatever it is. I might even use up my 5. I'll work on my 5 hours next weekend with Russ and Derek with StreamYard. That way, I'll feel more comfortable if having multiple guests on there.
Yeah.
I got to get Russ. What do you think about maybe making a community post about that?
That's fine.
Okay, I'm
if you
going to do
wanna
the
do
same thing. Make a community post about it.
Yeah,
about
just
you and
remind me.
Derek.
It's a little early right now, like maybe a day before or maybe the day of.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
Belt
make
loop.
sure you.
Yeah, there's a lot of good fishing holes, not just Goshay, but a lot of places really, even over this way.
Are you telling me Gauttier is Gaucher?
That's Goshay.
What?
That's
How do you say?
Goshay.
How do you
That's
say
how
it
it's
now?
pronounced. It's not Gautier or whatever you was thinking.
I
It's
was
Goshay.
thinking, Gautier.
Nah, it's pronounced
Gautier.
Goshay. How I don't know, but that's what everybody calls it.
Hey, no way. No way. I heard you say Gaucher, and I saw
even
Gary's
went.
comment about the same time. I said, "There's no way that says
Well, I
Gaucher."
even went to school with a lot of people with the last name Goshay, and it's spelt the exact same way. It's just the way it's pronounced.
Okay, I'm missing some of this conversation now. Lance is French.
French
Oui,
or
oui, NBL. I don't know.
I really just wanted to say Goshay. Oh, I hear you. Chris is still in here. He always wants to say Pascagoula.
Pascagoula.
you didn't hear?
It
Is it?
is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm from Pascagoula.
What's your problem?
Born and raised. Stayed
name?
there to 2005. Katrina came and I never went back.
A ninny.
New York.
That's
There he is right here. Hey, come on. Hold on, I'm gonna put this little doggy down.
so we'll get Mike up here. If we get Mike and Russ up here, that would be pretty cool. I didn't know he followed you. That it makes it even. He's a ninny donkey.
Who is?
I don't. I guess it's me. We start calling each other ninnies.
We have
Squim.
pronounced Squim.
Squim, yeah, Washington. My aunt and uncle from Squim, Washington.
My the county I live in is spelled Bexar and it's pronounced Bear.
Well, that's encouraging. I didn't know that he could walk. To be honest with you, I sort of kind of wonder if he could walk, but
Walking is getting harder and harder for me, man. I got so many. I don't know if it's pinched nerves or what, but my hips are shot, my back's shot. I got up last night from this chair and got up and started having pains over here, and it was making me limp. I'm like, God bless. Every day it's a new pain.
Get sciatica or what's it called? That pain down in sciatica.
Yeah.
what if?
I tell you what, hurt my back. My dad had that chain link fence business, and we used to do a lot of industrial jobs. I'm talking about like 9-gauge chain link wire is heavy, and us boys were raised up in it. We'd bear hug that stuff and walk off with it and try to put it on our shoulder. Just thought we were He-Man, But boy, we paying for it now. I remember We didn't have a cement mixer. We used to mix concrete for those post holes, and we had a flatbed truck. And we'd had to sit there and shovel sand and gravel on the back of it, and we kept all the concrete bags, 94-pound bags, stacked up in our shop. I'd reach over there and grab two of them at the same time, flip them on my shoulders, throw them on the truck, go back and get some more. However much the job required, and just hard work, but we were
Yeah.
strong as a bull back in them days and didn't think nothing of it, but it took its toll.
You just pick up them 80-pound sacks of sackcrete and throw them on top of that big ass mixer and let it pierce the bag and dump it in
Yeah.
and let it go. Didn't think nothing about it. Now I don't think I could lift 80 pounds like that again.
We didn't even have a mixer. We had to use a hoe and a shovel, but the
You
hoe
had
was
a
what
hoe?
we mixed it with. Huh? We
You
mixed
had
it with
a
a
hoe?
hoe. Then we had to
We
grab
had
a
a
wheelbarrow
stick.
and roll it around the job, filling up the post holes.
Lance had his hands.
Not that
Yeah.
kind of hoe, Lance.
Oh no, we had the same thing. We were mixing wheelbarrows mostly for little jobs. We had we did like loading dock repairs or something like that. There'd be a mixer there, but if it was just filling holes or something like that, then it was using wheelbarrows. With a hoe, like you said, pull
Yeah.
it to you one way, go to the other end of the wheelbarrow, pull it to you the other way. Just keep doing that.
I'll never forget my first wife. She had two brothers that both of them went in the Marine Corps. Anyway, one of them got out and he was looking for a job, and he come and asked my dad, for a job. My dad had hired him, and so he worked with me. And we went to a job. It was out in the country, and we had a 55-gallon drum on the back of this truck full of water because there was no water spigots where we went. It was out in the middle of nowhere, kind of, and we had
Yeah.
to mix our own concrete. And he could not push a wheelbarrow full of concrete forward. He had to back up and kind of pull it. Nowadays, they got wheelbarrows with two wheels on them. They didn't have that back then.
I love them things.
Yeah,
God,
but
I love them things.
But every time he got ready to mix, I taught him how to mix concrete, And a lot of people nowadays, they just pour concrete down in there and then
And
pour
water.
water over it. We mixed it, it was good concrete. And
Well,
he
Amish-
couldn't soften, he didn't know how to soften water out of that 55-gallon drum. So I showed him, I was like that. He goes, I said, boy, you was in the Marine Corps, you was in the Boy Scouts, you don't know how to siphon water? You went.
Yeah.
In the Marine. But
The Amish, when they do like pole barns, when we would build them, we would dig our holes, 24 to 30 some inches deep.
yeah,
But we would pour 2 sacks of concrete in each hole, no mixing it, no nothing, dry pack them
yeah,
with the digging bar, tamp them down to make them solid, and let them just take in the ground's moisture. But we set the post.
yeah.
On
You
top,
used
man,
that
you
ready
read-
mix, so it had the gravel and all already in it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So we bought 94-pound bags of cement, and we had to mix gravel and sand with it. It wasn't that ready mix stuff. But
Right.
but I tell you the truth, if I had to do that kind of work now, this is exactly how I'd do it. I go buy those 40-pound ready mix. I would just pour them in there and wet it down and forget it nowadays. But my dad, he was a bit of a perfectionist, so
Yeah,
when it come to that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
All this back comparisons and stuff, back and neck between Rich, Jody, and Mike. I'm feeling a little sore right about now. Outcast barbecue. See, I still can't. This is one thing I just can't get.
What?
You're a guest, and I can't highlight. I can't click on nobody's channel. I can't do nothing from StreamYard. I just think that's just dumb.
I can't either.
Well, I know, but that's what I'm saying. I just think that's just plain dumb.
Where is he?
shouldn't have to open up another.
Podcast. Type in hashtag yes, and that would drop your link to your channel. That way people can check you out and subscribe.
Hashtag yes.
Hashtag, hashtag yes. Just like this. There we go. Here's Lancy Food. What's up, Lep?
What's up, Lep?
What's going on, Lep?
Y'all might have to wait. Give Nightbot a chance to get all those
Yeah,
channels.
you're gonna piss off Nightbot.
Well, MBL did it wrong. Emily did it, but it didn't come up because you did it first. I think it was.
My channel has nothing on it yet. Okay. The Sherlock Holmes is coming out on me. That's all. I want to find out who Outcast is, because he knows me. Rich, that I can't remember what you called it, but that rice patty with the sausage on top, man, that looked pretty daggone good. So the Cajun something patty. I'm blaming on being 66 years old, but that looked pretty good. I saw that and I said, "Damn, I like a dirty rice, that kind of stuff, but I know I could tear that up."
You'd love boudin if you like dirty rice. It's very similar. Derek called me yesterday and something I guess is big in Texas.
Rice.
I guess it's big in Texas right now, but it's a brisket boudin. And he's like, maybe this fall we can get together and do a video on that, you know? And I'm like, I gotta see what goes in. I know how to make regular pork boudin all day long, but brisket boudin sounds totally different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that too. But I was reading this comment at the same time.
Oh, my bad.
No, I was listening to what you're saying, and this popped up at the same time you finished your comment. I was like, "Oh, really?"
I got you.
Tied them both in, but he's got that some huge smoker that I tried to go find, but I never saw it. But, so is he going to do that with you? You're saying, Russ?
He was wanting to. He was asking because he don't have no sausage equipment. And I do, you know, which with boudin, I use that 10-quart mixer. I don't use a grinder. Sit there and whip it when it's really tender, right. and it's kind of, I don't know how to put it. I want to say stringy, but not like, you know, it just. But anyway, that's the way a lot of boudin Louisiana is made. They'll use big stand mixers to shredded. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Okay.
And I don't know how that would work. Brisket probably just crumble up everywhere. But I love making regular boudin. Love eating it more than anything.
So, pronounced Potjie, African.
Podgy?
Poi?
Pod. I think it sounds like Podgy.
Poi? Potty? Scott, I got another video of your pot pie. That'd be right up my alley.
Yeah, that's right up Lance's alley there.
But I got another video coming out there with your hot sauce or your barbecue sauce again. Subscribe. If we don't have watch any videos, YouTube's gonna take it away. Yeah. Poi Key.
It's Poi.
Like the comedian. Oh, he's fluffy. Tim. That's fluffy, not pudgy. Poi key. All right, Outcast, you're gonna make me look that up.
I think he
P
spelled
O
it
P
right.
O
I think
T
that's the way you
J I
pronounce
E.
it is Poiki.
Yeah, it's POTJIE if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
JIE, I think is what he put.
Oxtail.
Basically, a stew you don't stir till the
Oh,
end.
biltong.
Huh? Biltong? What you?
Biltong.
Biltong is like
Oxtail. So it's a you can have chicken, lamb, beef, biltong, oxtail, seafood. All right.
huh.
Winning recipes. Oh my. Oh my God.
Eric with two guys on a cooler. He's always making biltong, or he has,
Basically a
more than
stew.
once on his channel.
Yeah, I
If
tear
I've
that up.
heard of.
No doubt. I could tear that up. That's the oxtail.
Is that
So
oxtail stew?
it's basically what that poi key, POTJIE.
Yeah.
It's just basically a stew, as he just said on his last comment. But they have all kinds of recipes: oxtail, seafood, chicken, beef.
I love oxtail stew. I made one on a video and Derek about have a fit over that stuff once it got ready to eat, and it gets red wine in it too. But man, that's good.
They say traditional is basically as a beef.
That oxtail has such a strong beefy flavor. Got to cook it down. It takes a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. So you're gonna film that? We have made the biltong. Have you? Are you gonna film that Outcast?
I think they say they were.
You said he was.
Yeah.
Is it on your channel or his channel?
We have made biltong.
But you get wine too.
Okay.
That sounds like it'd be a cook for CB too. Well, she's probably already done it. She's in here, I thought.
Yeah. Taco Bear. His little feet.
CB just pulled up.
She's been driving. I think she worked at not a different jail this time around.
Yeah, she said Sunday. She, well, no, in June or July. Oh, she may be a temporary, but I think she said in June or July she had to. She's going to a different prison for a little while, so she didn't know how much it was going to affect her schedule. Cooks. Tim's in here, her husband's in here, but I think that's what she said.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
they're gonna.
it'll be on his channel. Okay.
I'm looking for Outcast BBQ. There it is. Found it.
Yeah, I made a note.
It must be a new channel.
Home.
Okay, he doesn't have any content on it yet. If I'm on the right channel.
Yeah, we'll have to. I don't know how that'll work. I want MSC beef.
What's
Yeah,
his? No, this ain't the same logo. I must be on the wrong one. This
that's
Outcast
him.
Bar. That's
That's
him.
Outcast. Yeah. Simon
Yeah,
has a different
that is
comment
the same
highlighted.
logo. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be able to. I mean, I can subscribe to him now, but it's YouTube's going to take it away.
Well, he ain't got no content to watch.
Right, because you can't watch.
Yeah.
So maybe Outcast, if you
They
could
might
just
not
pop.
take it away. No, well, I meant I went ahead and hit
Well,
subscribe.
I've seen channels that I go in there and check them out, and they've got subscribers, and they've been members since 2016, and they'll have like 60 some subscribers and no content.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can't fault you for not watching something if they don't have no videos to watch.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Look at
Uh,
that.
this is your. What happened? Oh, this is. Give a video. Yeah, he's going to do that. I even forgot how to pronounce it again already. Poikey, Poikey, Scott. He's doing that Poikey cook or something. And that'll be a video up on his channel.
Just put out a video saying, "Hey, this is my channel. I'll be posting videos soon."
Yeah.
I probably need to subscribe on my Skill Savvy channel because
I subscribed as well, so
reason I'm saying that's where I'm gonna be watching most videos from. Let me
What's up, Rack?
switch accounts. Skill Savvy DIY. All right, let's see.
Okay, let's just post an intro. You do that too. Rack, watch that video today from that gentleman. I like that bonsai he made. That's sort of kind of what I had planned on doing, but I couldn't make it work, so I'm going back to scratch it and going back to plan A.
All right, I just subscribed
Plan
on both
B, I mean.
channels that way.
there you
I
go.
don't sit on one, I'll sit on the other.
What's the question about? No question. We sort of kind of Googled it, but I just made a statement that would be a good cook for CB to do. Oh, I'll post what I can. The guy in Trinidad. Yep. So I'm good. Plan B. It'll be all right. Okay, it's barbecue. Although Big Brother seeing all these new subscribers to him, and he don't have no content, they might be a little like his logo. That logo looked good embroidered. I'm just saying. Yeah, that because it's tight. It's got all those colors in there, and it's tight. That would look good.
Here comes Stitch Art and Embroidery in the chat.
I had Torino stop and pick up this 1 quart now. This is AC flush, right?
Right.
Here's the receipt on it. With tax, $26.74.
Isn't that crazy?
Just for 1 quart. That stuff is like liquid gold.
I had to settle for New York strips last weekend.
Solvent base evaporates quickly, leaves no residue. Well, that's good.
I couldn't afford ribeyes. Damn, man.
1 quart should do it. I just got to flush his evaporator and refrigerant lines.
That's not living at all, Lance.
Huh?
That's not living at all.
No, I mean, yeah, it sort of sounds bad. I can't afford Poorhouse. I had to settle for New York strips. But I had a tri-tip in mine, and it went from $4.99 on I guess it must have been on sale. I thought they just reduced the price. The sign didn't say sale price. And when I went back Saturday to pick up a tri-tip because I wanted a tri-tip on that park grill for the first time, try that sear plate,
Yeah.
and they jumped up to $7.99 a pound. And I was like, no, I ain't paying that.
You had to
Now,
buy
whatever.
pasta.
What's that? Eat
You had
more
to buy
pasta. Yeah. So I went to a state section. It would have been $67 for two little ribeyes for my wife and I. And the spinalis was nothing but a chunk of fat. I was like, I ain't paying that. That's ridiculous.
Hear you.
So I ended up with two New York strips, and I think I had $40, but they were thick cut. They looked pretty good.
and then I walked off my grill.
They walked off my grill.
They were pretty thick.
Yeah, they were thick.
Yeah,
They were pretty good.
I like New York strip.
I'd rather have a
You got a T-bone or a porterhouse if you got enough filet on it.
yeah. Porterhouse would have been great. They didn't have nothing like that.
I had to buy inside skirt.
What's that?
I had to buy inside skirt because they didn't have outside skirt.
Yeah, well, and that was my other thing I went for because I said because I've had beef tacos on the brain lately, and they had no flanks. What's up, Joe?
Have you ever eaten ground hog? Well, I have taken hog and ground it up. Is that the same thing? He's talking about the ground hog.
I haven't tried tip. Should cook soon. Yeah,
Joe.
I went out there today because I had my blood work today, so I can listen to my doctor tomorrow give me a bunch of shit about my cholesterol. So I stopped doing the pizza or potato chips and all that. And as soon as I got the blood work today, the first thing I did was I went to the grocery store and bought me 2 bags of potato chips. But
Do you eat them on the way back home?
Miranda buys groceries. And every time she gets back, I say, "Did you buy any kind of chips?" She goes, "No, I'm not going to." I'm like, "All right, thought I'd ask." He does buy ice cream though, so that's good.
yeah, and I need to cut back on them. That looks good. But I'm gonna do
That's
my
good,
wife.
25 each.
What's up, Tony? What's that now? I just picked up on ribeyes, 1.5 inches thick. Good
Both weighing
spinalis.
1.5 pounds each with a good
$25.
finalis for around $25 each. You was
That-
taking too long, Lance.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
A
real
good
good price.
Porter Road tri-tip. Yeah.
Eat one bag of chips in the car, Lance.
Yeah, no. Well, I guess you're sort of kind of right. I did take the kettle cooked jalapeno. I did open them up on the way home.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
One time,
It was my breakfast.
I had blood work, and it was in the afternoon for whatever reason. So I had to not eat anything until my blood work was done. On the way
Yeah,
back home, we stopped off at a all-you-can-eat buffet.
but I'll have to take it easy on because I don't. Once you sort of kind of got them out your system to where you have to have them, but then just to go and just indulge in them again and go right back into a daily thing. So I'll spread it out a little bit. But I went back and of course, they restocked the tri-tips, still $8 a pound. Kobe brisket a week ago. Well, he always talks about those. Mike talks about how he gets the. Oh my God. He does a lot of briskets,
Who?
M&C.
Well, Kobe beef is out of Japan. That's pure
Yeah,
Japanese Wagyu. That's not none of this
yeah, that's
Texas
it. That's
Wagyu
it.
or anything. That's really expensive stuff.
Yeah, he cooks those Wagyu briskets, but he also talks. Oh, the shoulder clods. He likes cooking shoulder clods.
Shoulder claw. I wish I could find that in my area, man. I'd pop one of them on that old hickory and let her rip.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I'm sure you can go to the butcher and ask for one.
I could probably order one. I haven't ordered meat in so long. I've been winding this channel down. I don't even think about barbecue anymore, man. It just like used to be front and center. Now it's like way back there. I don't even think about it.
yeah,
Guess I've been doing it too long. I know I have. I tell you what I do enjoy though, that one day Mardi Gras did all that cooking, no cameras, just doing my thing. I enjoy that. I'll always enjoy that. I ain't got to show the world, just get out there and have a good time, you know.
yeah. It's so different. It's just I don't know, like that interview. I was talking about. You just sort of make the turn to just being happy and comfortable and doing what you want to do, but you still have dealing with the camera a little bit thing. Whether you stand in front of it, but if you don't have any of that to worry about, man, it's just so comforting.
Oh yeah.
Um,
But I did it for a lot of
12
years.
years. We
Almost
talked
13
about
years.
we talked about you on Mexicali yesterday. The interview that you've been into for 12 years. You
I watched
basically make
the
pit beef.
I watched the show one time on that Kobe beef, and man, they really pamper that cattle. They brush them and clean them and keep them like in climate control environment and everything. It's like holy crap, well maintained cattle. And then when you look at the cuts, like on ribeye, it's just so. I mean, it's more fat than it is meat. You know, that's that stuff that you just can't eat much of. It's so rich.
Yeah, I
I've had
agree,
it.
Scott.
I've had it one time. A company sent me some little thin steaks, and all you do is sear it, and you sear it, and then you eat it. You know, and
Yeah,
it was very rich.
Sear, salt.
The ribeyes were anyway. Oh, who is that? Guga. He does a lot
yeah.
of that stuff.
Oh, you see, T-Roy put a video out.
I didn't see that.
I
What
got
did
an alert today or yesterday. He put a video out.
Man, I haven't watched a cooking video in so long.
I think I saw it.
I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I just saw the thumbnail today, as a matter of fact.
My
Roy.
feed is so cluttered up with all this other stuff I've been watching. I just don't see that much recommended to me anymore, and I hardly ever go to my subscription tab anymore. Hardly ever. I'm always
Yeah,
looking for new channels and everything on other interests, you know.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
Scott, you take care, buddy. Thanks for popping in.
Oh my.
Oh, T Roy, I thought he done hung it up for good this time. He got that Long Star Grills all set, and I thought he was gonna start putting out a lot of content. He did a
Oh,
couple, and all of a sudden went MIA for a while.
that's the other thing too. I noticed. Well, Tommy from Backyard's flying to Texas
Yeah, he'll
for
be here in
next
San
week,
Antonio.
for next weekend, but also saw James is going to be up there. I didn't know that before.
Which James?
Oh, you talking about
Ever since he
aim 'em,
changed it
aim 'em
to
and claim 'em?
Aim 'em and Claim 'em,
Oh
ever
yeah.
That's
since he
why I know
changed
him.
the
I can't
damn
remember
channel
his
name.
Texas
Yeah.
Cookers. What did he change his channel to? Texas Cookers or something like that.
Yeah. All right, Outcast. Thanks for popping in, buddy.
Yeah, James, man, he goes way back too. He was like when I started and T Roy's out there. James came in not long after that.
He
That's when I
still
started
he
seeing
still
him.
uses Amen came on Instagram.
Yeah,
That's where you went to?
Well, that's what the name that he uses on Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen him put a video out. Or I
Yeah,
haven't
he
gotten
he never done real well with YouTube for some reason. I don't know why. I used to watch him. He used to do that Taco Tuesday, man. He had some really good looking tacos too. Every week it was something different.
He does a lot of competition cook videos.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's big
that's
into
what I
that.
like. I like when he does the comp interviews. During the competition, I always enjoyed those. That guy, another one I haven't watched in a long ass time. Well, I'll just drop what I was going to say because I can't remember his name either right now. It's been so long since I watched anything of his. He used to do that stuff. Go around to cooks. My memory's getting worse and worse.
Wow.
I keep thinking of that guy's name right now, but
You got to exercise your brain more, Lance.
yeah, these just stuff from the old videos. I just don't really watch them anymore. But he used to do a lot of those comp. I cannot think of his name right now. He has his own seasoning, his own rubs out. Begins with a K, maybe.
Who?
I think it begins with a K. He has his own rubs and everything.
Mm,
Barbecue?
Is he in? No, not Kirby Q. I was thinking he was in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't think of his name now.
Yeah, there's a lot of channels I used to watch that hadn't made videos in years. Oh, Greg's still hanging in there. I don't know how much longer, but Greg started in 2009. He started 3 years before I did, which I'm older than he is. He's just now probably getting ready to hit 60.
hey
I
Brian.
think I think he just had a birthday, so give him another 5 years. He's probably gonna wrap it up too.
He's another one I just saw a thumbnail. Actually, him up. He was the thumbnail.
Who's that?
Very
Greg.
recent. Yeah, Mark
Oh, that I seen
Rivich.
that. That was he reposted a video from years ago that he posted on a Memorial Day, and he was drunk off his booty high, and he just reposted that from years ago. I meant way
Okay.
back, 2012, something like
I
that,
saw.
2013.
Yeah, I saw it and I was like, God, it's abnormal for him to have a thumbnail look like that.
Yeah, I seen what it was. So yeah, I've seen that a couple of times. I knew exactly which one it was. He was drunk as Cooter Brown.
Fast. Yeah, if I sit there, yeah, I've gotten to the point if I try too hard to think about something, I'm just wasting my time. Just stop trying
BBK.
so hard and it'll pop into my head.
I wonder what she looks like now. She used to be a cute thing. That was a
Phoebe,
long time ago. She's probably old as dirt too now. Phoebe Cates.
there's
Let me
a
see if
thing
I
on
can find a picture.
Facebook that you can see like actors then and now type thing. You'd be surprised how many of them have passed away. It's like, good God.
How do you spell that?
Kiwi Coach was amazing.
Not Coates. Kate with a K, I think.
Yeah, Kate's.
Damn, she's 61 years old now. See if I can find a new image of her.
She's young.
5 years younger than me. She's a lot older there, but still ain't bad.
Yeah.
I don't know when that was taken.
She the one with the pool scene, right? The
Yes,
swimming
I
pool scene
remember.
with the red bikini on.
Seems like, yeah.
There he is. M&C Aquatics. Man, I know your ears have been on fire.
Ears are burning.
Thank you, sir.
Had to hit the like
All
button.
I hear
What's up,
is
Mike?
Lance's little ninny voice.
What's the matter?
Uh,
What's the matter?
we were talking about all your accomplishments, Mike, and Pote. That didn't sound right. What was the stew?
Poiki.
Poite?
Poiki.
That Outcast and you're gonna maybe make here in the near future.
Poiki. 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 Poiki.
Poiky pig.
P-O-T. I can still remember how to spell that damn thing. P-O-T-J-I-E.
Potjie.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get a K out of that, but that's how he
Oh, did I
spelled.
say K?
No. the
Yeah,
sound.
he
Oh,
did-
maybe.
he
Yeah,
just
that's it, Mike.
Potg. Yeah, I would say
That was-
Potg, but it's
Yeah, that was a
Poiki.
new word for my dictionary. I had to look that one up. It all looks great though. Good
And
God.
next week we'll have a video with it.
Huh?
Next week you'll have a video with that. with that dish.
I don't know. Oh, well, I tell you what, that's definitely a winter meal. I mean, I'd eat it any time of the year, but melt in your mouth beef poite recipe. Poije. Break it down for me, Mike. Beef, onion, celery, bacon, ground coriander, ground cumin, red wine,
Oxtail.
passata, garlic, potatoes, carrots.
Sounds good.
Yes, indeed.
That sounds similar to that oxtail stew I make.
3 hours.
Yep, be about right. That's a magical number
Yeah.
for a lot of things. Red beans and rice, 3 hours. Gumbo, 3 hours minimum.
It's a,
Oh,
it's
frickin'
a stew,
heads.
but it's not a stew.
That's the beef one. Oh yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks excellent.
So, David,
Mr. Carlisle.
Carlisle, David Carlisle. Oh, goodness. I'm going to have to give it up here soon. I got to get up at what time I set my alarm? I got to get working on this Volkswagen.
Yeah, I gotta be the next county over tomorrow by 9.
6:30. Let's see. If I go to bed at 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's still give me 8 hours. I'll hang 30 more minutes anyway.
I'm only gonna go 30 more minutes. So
It's a braised, just simmer this stew, but not a
I might as
stew.
well make. Well, nah, I'm not gonna make another drink. I've had
So
enough.
is that's I'm just reading this here. It says don't stir it until it's ready to serve.
mm-hmm.
So that's like a necessary thing to do, not to do rather.
Apparently.
I guess
I
it's so
get
you don't
that.
break
Oh,
everything
for-
apart.
Yeah, I can get that.
Potatoes
So,
and everything.
yeah, it's like making a vegetable crab soup or crab cakes. The more you play
Yeah,
with it,
you can't
smaller
stir that
pieces
crab
are.
meat. It'll be shredded instead of lump.
Yeah. Mm,
Still tastes good though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of meat I got to use.
You have a good
All right,
night.
Rich. Yeah, me too. Got doctors tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Oh, I thought you went today.
That was blood work today.
Oh, and then tomorrow's visit.
I got to go see a new doctor in June, a kidney doctor. I don't know the I mean, I know it when I hear it, but I don't know how to say it. That's nepro something another. I can't never remember it. I just call it kidney doctor.
Kidney doctor. Yep, my mom's kidney doctor was same thing, but I would just call him the kidney doctor.
Yeah.
In fact, they're probably gonna call me in a week or two because her visit was coming up.
Did you listen to CV's outro last Sunday
With you in it?
with me in it?
Yep.
Lance watched a few vids. Ben Kruger is a good place to start. He does real simple ones.
Ben Kruger? The new name to me, so I'll have to look him up. Okay, I'm gonna star this comment so I can watch it later.
I gotta write all this down because I'm just a guest on the StreamYard.
Oh.
Come on. I mean, we're in a chat and we're sharing information and you can't go search it unless you leave the chat or open up another device. That just, I'm sorry, it just
Well-
don't make sense to me.
And that
Here it is. Somebody try to say what I was trying to say. It's nephrologist, nephrologist.
correct.
They diagnose, treat, and manage conditions affecting the kidneys, such as kidney stones, kidney failure, and chronic kidney disease. Nephrologists also work with patients. Blah blah blah. That's enough of that.
Yeah, I know, open up another device, but to me, it's not like it's hard to do, but it just don't make sense to me. I'm on a streaming device. I want to be able to use it. We're talking about something. I like to be able to research it without going and opening up something else. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Right. Just open another device.
The Talk Studio, you guys can do anything.
Yeah. Well, that was one of the questions I had for Eddie too. And you know what? I think I threw that damn note away. Damn it all.
You throw notes away?
Oh, I do that all the time. I'll have 2 or 3 browsers open. What I'm bad about, I'm watching something like a YouTube video, and there's a new tool I've never seen. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Now, first thing I do is scroll down to see if there's a link. Then if there's a link, I click on it. That'll open another window. They're still playing, and I'm sitting there on Amazon ordering it.
Yeah.
That's what I did when I ordered my Weber kettle. I was still watching Grow Sergeant when I clicked on the link, and it opened up the website to Walmart. I was paying. I had done ordered it and paid it before the video was over.
Yeah.
Simon,
M&C, no, that surgery wasn't no fun, the aftermath and everything. But afterwards, man, I couldn't tell no difference. And the only reason I'm seeing this doctor now, my primary care person, they said that they did blood work and said my kidney was the only kidney I got left was working at like 50%. But she also said that can change daily, and
Yeah.
they keep pull blood daily. Certain things you eat might have it low. Anyway, they want me to go see somebody that really does nothing but that. I said, yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
They also want me to get another colonoscopy. I had one 8 years ago. I might cancel that one, but I'm not too thrilled about doing that crap again. But
Roto Rooter, man. Ugh.
yeah. Well,
I already know I got diverticulosis, but
the alternative is what I'd say. Think about the alternative. Simon, what did I say Sunday? It was I was going to ask Eddie about the sharing thing.
exactly.
I was going to ask Eddie about the mods. And what was it about the guest in the chat?
Yes, King Chat. When you're hosting, I can't chat or nobody else can chat on that Talk Studio. You're able to chat here, right? On StreamYard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see. You wouldn't be able to do that on Talk Studio if you were a guest.
When I had that last one, that doctor said, "Okay, you're good for 10 years." It ain't been 10 years. You can probe my butt in 2 more years.
She's treated there 9 months and 30% a week. Later was 60.
Yeah, my mom had the lowest reading she had was 27% on her kidneys,
Yeah,
and at 25% they were worried about starting her on dialysis.
dialysis.
She never
Yeah,
got to lower than 20. It actually went up to 30%. Like 32% was the highest she had gotten back up to.
yeah. I hear that dialysis ain't no fun. Got an old friend of mine that I reconnected with after all these years. We used to run around together back when we were 17, 16, 17, 18, 19, probably about 4 years. Then he left the area and got married, and then I got married, and
Hmm.
and just reconnected about a year ago. And talking to him the other day, boy, he's had a lot of health issues.
Yeah.
Good gracious, but he had to go on dialysis, and he was telling me that, but he's having to take chemo not for cancer, he's taking it for something else, and it just kicks his butt when he has to do it. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I hope I can avoid all that, man. I get too bad. It's just time to go on about my business and call it a day. I'm done.
Yeah, my aunt used to have to get dialysis.
Yeah,
I used to deliver. That was one of the spots on my route. Was a place that you went to for dialysis, and you go back in the back, and I swear it smells like nothing but bleach. And I'm
really.
thinking, man, why are they pumping bleach to these people's blood to clean it up? But yeah, I mean it's strong bleach smell.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, they had to keep those places clean.
What's
yeah.
that?
You can do your kidneys a favor though, like my eating habits, and I've been drinking beer all these years, and that gets my uric acid up. Then your kidneys have to get rid of that uric acid. So I've decided to just quit drinking beer altogether. Hit a little whiskey maybe once a week, no more than two drinks, and if even that, just every now and then, and eat right. Eat the things that help it instead of hurt it.
Well, I was supposed to do something today, the 28th, at 7 p.m.
That's a big cat.
I made a note.
Is that what the note was?
My God, no, don't say what it says. East Coast.
Look
My
and see if we got
God.
more rain coming. This rain comes in big, like it looks like a front moving in.
Yeah,
It'll
that's how
run from the
it comes
coast all the way up to the north of the state here.
But,
Let's
all
see,
right, guys, take care.
see what else is brewing out there.
Peace.
There's that one that come by us this morning. It's moving
Yeah.
slow. I don't see nothing else, but this stuff's just been popping up. Maybe it's about out of here. Let me see what the chance of rain is tomorrow.
Oh, there's a big old wave coming my way tonight. From west to east.
Rain?
Yeah. About 2 hours or about midnight to about 2 a.m. Woo.
Well, it's showing light thunderstorms begin tonight at 11 o'clock. That's less than an hour. I don't see nothing around us. 12 o'clock, moderate rain, light thunderstorms.
Yeah, it's in Louisiana right now.
10, 2 a.m., just muggy.
Yeah.
Wednesday, let me click on Wednesday here. Wednesday, oh, 60% chance of rain. God dang it.
I'm looking at the radar right now. And it's that rain you're getting. It's in Louisiana right now. It's heading
It's
your way.
60% for the next 3 days. How am I going to work on this car?
Put awning up.
My buddy's supposed to be building that shop. I wish he'd hurry up. That's part of our plans is work I get, do it over there. The way I have an inside shop with a lift and everything else. He's not even going to start on it till midsummer. It's going to be 100 foot by 60 foot. That's going to be a big shop.
Yep.
And it's not to make money with, not on his end. It's just to play.
tinker
had
with.
put all his classic. He's a car collector. Got a
Yeah.
bunch of old classic cars, antiques, and stuff like that. And he's gonna have a home for all them to get them out of the weather, and then he's gonna have some bays to work in, just to work on his own stuff, and whatever I want. Is it okay? I'm not bringing my tools over there though. I want them right here. I'll just carry what I need when I do a job, or I'll do them here if the weather cooperates.
Well, I mean, if he's got a shop and all, then you probably tote all your tools up there, which
Yeah, I
kind
don't
of
want to do that because I just don't. I like to keep them nearby. Somebody break in and steal all my crap, boy, I'd be out a lot of money.
right.
But I will like throw everything in the truck that I could possibly need.
Yeah.
He's not far from here. I could leave my driveway and I could be there in 10 minutes.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's not far at all.
Well, even if you got a tool to go back home and get it, wouldn't be that long.
Yeah, it
Pain in
wouldn't
the
be that
ass.
long.
Pain in the
I
ass,
mean,
but
I would have everything packed ahead of time.
yeah.
Some of it be a pain. I got this recovery machine and stuff. I mean, it's portable recovery, but had to bring all that vacuum pumps, everything.
Did you get a pickup truck?
You know what?
Yeah.
Did you get a pickup truck?
A
He's
truck?
asking if you got a pickup truck.
Yeah, I got that little Ford Ranger.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing one.
Yeah, that same guy gave it to me free. It was sitting out there. He used to own towing business. He had 1, 2, 3, 4 different towing places, different properties. With an office and all that.
Right.
Bunch of tow trucks and stuff, and he sold out, but he kept the original one, and it still has a trailer that used to be an office. One of his stepson is living in that, and the rest of it's fenced in with like an 8-foot fence. It's his own personal private junkyard is what I call it, and that's where my truck had been sitting for the last 4 years. Put a new battery in it, boom, fired right up. It needs some work. I need to tune it up real good, and I've already ran the gas out that I've originally put in it and got more I'm working through. But there's a few things I got to do. But it starts right up. I got a neutral safety switch I got to put on it because it's hard for it to find the gear that's in it because that thing is so stiff or whatever and stopping it from just falling in. He told me reverse didn't work. Reverse works fine. It takes you a minute for it to drop in. I know what it is. I've already got the part. I just haven't had time to jack it up and replace it, but I will get that going and few things, get some new plugs, plug wires, and shoot, I can drive it anywhere. Got good tires on it too. Can't wait till Randy wants to race Rangers. It is a lot newer than one I got, I think. Yeah. Mine is a 2000 and what year is it? 2001, I think.
Yeah, Randy's already put a bunch of money in it, and one he has.
He's got like a step side. Mine is more of a fleet side.
To knock the engine up. Yeah, he's got. I was just getting ready to share all that, but I'm like, I keep running my mouth.
I want to make videos with this Ranger, but I've had other things to do, and I just haven't got back on it.
I was gonna say you have plenty of content to create with that truck. The repairs.
I do. Yeah, I've done a little bit already with it, but not much. I think the last one I did with it was how to know if you got a vacuum leak using your by reading your fuel trims on a scan tool. Showed how to do that, and then I used a smoke machine to find it. Then I replaced it. Replaced the problem. Wasn't nothing but the vacuum line. That thing was rotten, man.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video.
Yeah.
I think it was tracked all the way through.
I still got a little bit of a rough auto, but I'm gonna do plugs and plug wires because it ain't been done in years, and then try from there. I need to. I've got a little oscilloscope I want to put on the throttle position sensor and make sure it's good. See if there's anywhere where it cuts out and drops out or whatever, and some other stuff I need to check on it. I got a vacuum gauge where I can tell if my exhaust is a little restricted or not. That'll tell me that. Just a lot of things I want to do. I just hadn't got around to it yet. AC works, man.
Yeah.
That's a plus.
It's a great thing, ain't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the first things I checked. It needed a little bit of refrigerant. And I looked at the refrigerant lines and you can see the oil on it. I said, that line's leaking. I'll eventually change that and pull it all the way down and recharge it and let that compressor work until it don't no more. If they
You're
run it,
right.
if they didn't run it low for any amount of time, it might be all right. When you get a low refrigerant charge, especially with the 134A, once it hits that evaporator, it's trying to go up to the top of it, and a lot of that oil would drop off if you ain't got the right amount of refrigerant to really push it on through. It's kind of like running low on a can of WD-40 when you run out of that pressure and you can't get that little bit out that's sitting in the bottom and you ain't got enough pressure to move it. It's think of it like that.
You one of these and just
Yeah, right. Same principle.
Cosmo is the other guy I was trying to think of earlier.
Cosmos Cooking or
Oh,
Cosmos.
you're-
I knew if I just stopped trying hard, it would pop right in my head. And sure enough,
Cosmo's been putting out videos for, I guess, the last year. He had stopped during COVID, I think.
Who is it?
yeah,
Cosmo
Cosmo.
Q.
Cosmo Q.
Yeah,
Yeah, he quit a long time ago. Like he went by me like I was standing still.
Yeah,
Well, he
but
was
And he was
pushing
a
his
brand. Most people with a brand trying to push a product, even Malcolm Reed, he's huge, but he didn't push his products that much. He used them. He
Yeah.
said, y'all can use whatever your favorite rub, but I'm using my, he didn't ever really
yeah, Cosmo has
pushy with it.
all his
Yeah.
videos are ads for his stuff.
Right. But Cosmo
Right.
Q, yeah, man, I think he was spending so much time on YouTube and everything, it was starting to interfere with his business. He better put all his focus on the actual business. That's where the money's at for him anyway.
But Malcolm
Yeah, he
has
was
his
putting-
stuff on Walmart.
he was putting out some videos less than a year ago. He
Was
put
it?
out
He must
several
have
videos.
decided to go back to it then.
Yeah,
But I really like his. We were talking about live shows during competition cooks, and James and Cosmo. He years ago, he used to do the interviews during competition cooks, and I really enjoyed them. They were pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah. I used to watch a lot of them videos. He had a lot of clips and videos from Memphis in May and a lot of other comps and stuff. They used to do the Memphis in May on the river right there, but when I went, it was like I don't know if that's fairgrounds or what. It was nowhere near the river. I don't know where they're doing it now.
Yeah, Malcolm
But,
was on Johnny Mac's podcast last week.
Yeah.
All right.
Is he still making videos, Malcolm?
Oh yeah, he's
Is he? I know he kind of went and hiding there for a while, and you didn't hear nothing from him. I think that's when he was starting his brick and mortar place there up north Mississippi.
all his videos are there now.
Okay.
But he's got them everywhere: TikTok, Facebook.
Yeah, his wife is what really is the backbone behind
Mike.
all that social media.
Yeah, that podcast. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Georgia Mike. What's up, Mike?
I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, he's been doing that podcast for a while too. I used to sit down and listen to a lot of them. I got to meet him when they had a SCA cook-off at the shed. I knew he was there, and I went on a little hunt. Me and Derek went around looking. They were staying in an RV. They got an RV park there at the shed, and we went walking down that road and kept walking. He was right at the end of that thing. It was him, Michelle, is that her name? His wife, or Shell, he calls her.
Don't
Then
know.
Mark Williams was there and some other people, and talked to him a little bit. He was being interviewed when we walked up by who was that guy? Not Grill Grates. Somebody else, some other company that sells barbecue stuff. Then I let them finish, and then I walked up, and he knew who I was, But talked a little bit. I didn't hold him up too long. I just had to meet him, knowing he was this close.
Yeah, Heath Rouse won Memphis in May this year.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a video on last week, I think, on it, or maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were just talking about that last night about Heath Riles winning Memphis in May.
Yeah, but him and Malcolm and Cosmo, all of them, other stuff, other rubs and stuff. A lot of it's available, not just. Well, I think Cosmo's the only one that has his website still, because
What?
all the other stuff is available like at Walmart.
I don't know if Hog Addiction went to Memphis in May again this year or not. I don't go to Facebook much anymore. I need to go back and look and see if Brian's posted anything, because he always goes up there with him. He's on the team.
Brian Ducharme.
Brian Ducharme and
What is his damn jerky name?
Marcio Bergeron. Huh?
What is the name of his jerky?
Smokehouse Bayou.
Smokehouse Bayou.
Yep.
Meat Church, yeah, there's another one. But Meat Church has his. It's all on the website, I believe, too.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do. I could go in there and see if they placed anywhere, but it's called, their team is Hog Addiction.
Yeah.
And if they didn't go this year, it'd be the first year I knew of in a long time. Normally, once you get in that clique, and that's all they do. They're mainly in hogs. That's what their big thing is. Of course, when you go up to Memphis in May or any of these things, you do a lot of other stuff too. Everything leads up to the big hog competition. That's mainly what they do and what they win in. Marcio, he's the leader of that barbecue team, but he used to be or was with another team that they won Memphis in May one year. That's kind of how he made his name, Memphis in May champion. He lives right over here in Gulfport. That's an
Marcio.
expensive
Is he
hobby,
the one who
man.
used to do the ribeye comps? He used to compete with ribeye steaks.
Yeah, SCA, that's pretty doable for anybody. That's a one-day event, and you pay a fee, and that anybody could get into that. But when you're talking about these other comps, that's expensive. You gotta love it, man. You gotta have money too,
We're gonna have a lot of sponsors.
and sponsors. Yeah. Well, they do. They got a guy that's a billionaire, and he's Oriental. He's Asian, and he's the one that funds that. That year I went with him just to hang out. He paid for everything. He gives them so much money. He first asked, "What's it going to cost?" They run a little short actually that year, and I ended up having to pay for my own room, and I also paid for half the gas up there. But that was it. Everything else is covered. Which I didn't care. I just went there to hang out, did a little bit of cooking.
Yeah.
Not for competition, just for everybody to eat, Yeah, I never got into competition too much. Backyard barbecue, that's my deal.
Yeah, I mean,
That's me.
if anything, I would do
Yeah.
like a local one or a local small one,
Backyards.
Yeah.
For sure. Just to have fun, yep. Crazy expensive. Ooh.
Oh, that's about to go to bed.
He was looking at it, but he's laid back down.
So, how long before all those new angels hatch?
I don't know. They're not wigglers yet. They could start turning to wigglers probably this weekend or
Once
before the
they're big,
weekend.
That just
When
happened
they're
on
first
Friday.
hatched?
What's that?
What's the? Oh, I'm sorry. I was wondering what a wiggler was, like when they're first hatched.
It's a phase of the. So last Sunday, these angels they spawned again. It's a
Yeah.
phase, so they become an egg, which is attached to a leaf right now. I think they call them like sticky heads, wigglers, and then they actually are a free swimming fly once they eat their way out the embryo.
Okay.
Then they'll actually be free swimming fry at that point.
Then they become a French fry.
Yeah, but this is the first time. The first time they were eating the eggs. So the second time I clipped the leaf off, and I raised them in that thing. I only got two left. I wish I knew what happened, but anyhow. So this is the third time, and they're taking care of the eggs. And she's in there fanning them. They take turns fanning them and everything with their fins. They
So
go
they
over.
must be kind of like a chicken, where they actually eat what's in the egg for nutrition or whatever until they actually come out. Then they can eat what big chickens or big fish eat. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, like Mike just says, they basically get through the egg. Um, and they
Yeah,
become
break,
a
break
sticky
the egg.
head, a wiggler.
Yeah, I mean, basically, that's when they hatch out of the egg.
That means
Yeah,
they're trying to get out of the egg, like they're at that
yeah.
stage. I got you.
But I'd say right now, at this point, there's 100 eggs on that leaf at least.
How
And I've been
many?
watching her. She sort of was like plucking at them. I think because she knows like what didn't get fertilized or, what's maybe a bad egg. I don't know what she's doing, but um, she's
Are
going
they
through
in
the
that
stuff.
tank by themselves?
Yeah, I put them in their own tank this
Okay,
time.
and they won't eat their young.
Well, there is a possibility of it, but not
Yeah.
always. So this is why it's sort of kind of a experiment
Okay,
this time with me.
I got you. I know, like this has nothing to do with fish, but training these darn cats. I can't tell you how many kittens have been born over the years, and they're
Yeah.
little small things, and she won't let the male cats get near them. And I said, why? She goes, they'll eat them. I said, why? She says, so the female can get back in heat sooner, you know? I'm like, well, that little turd.
Yeah,
So we keep them isolated until they get big enough to walk and run and stuff, and then let them out. And all of a sudden, everybody's looking like, "Where'd you come from?"
yeah.
You know, I'm here.
Thyron. That's the name I was trying to think of his name. I could not think of Thyron's name yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that commercial for this yesterday.
Yeah, he was on one of them and won it.
Yeah, that was a Netflix one.
Yeah, he's gonna be on another one. Wow,
Yeah, I
I like
couldn't. I was
Tyron. He's
I
down
was on
there.
that interview, and they got talking about barbecue and everything, and I said, well, there's a couple people that had made it to some of these televised shows, and I couldn't think of his name to save my soul.
I
Thyron.
don't know if y'all know who James Cruz is, but he's a buddy of mine. Used to live in New Orleans. I don't know where he lives now. I haven't talked to him in a while. But he was on one of them shows on Netflix, and I felt so bad for him. Bobby Flay was like their team leader, and I mean it was on round number one, and they were doing brisket. Well, James drops the brisket in the sand in
Oh,
the dirt,
No
and he
way.
just knocks it off and puts it back on, and they sitting there watching him. Bobby Flay like, man, why didn't you just get another brisket? We got a ton of them. What were you thinking? And that had to be embarrassing because he wins competitions all the time. I watched him come in first place on brisket before, and I'm like, golly, boy. That's one reason I would never do them things on TV. It's like I'd be a
So
nervous,
was it? So
huh?
he legitimately had enough time to cook another brisket?
No, it just went on or getting ready to go on, and he dropped it.
Okay.
It wasn't even cooked. he could have got another
Yeah,
brisket.
why
and
didn't he do that? Yeah,
started
that's
over. You know, he wouldn't have lost, but however long it took to put his rub on, or I guess he had to trim it too. I don't know. But man, he got kicked
yeah,
out on the first round. I felt bad for him. I'm like, holy
that'd
crap.
be terrible.
But he's way better than what that show showed, you know. But he did what he did. So what can you say? Him and the whole world was watching, you know. So yeah, that was embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
Embarrassing. Well, I think I'm going to call it. It just hit the 2 hour mark.
2 hours.
And that's most wrestling nets that what to do tomorrow.
Oh yeah, Bobby Flay's got that. He's got a. I don't know.
Yeah, all them TV personalities, I ain't got much for them, you know.
Yeah,
The only one I like was Emerald Lagasse.
I loved Emerald. Emerald back in the '90s. I learned so much from him because I always had a passion for cooking, and he would really explain it, you know, in a way to where anybody could understand. And I learned a ton just by watching him on the Food Network, you know, a ton.
yeah.
Not
All right.
necessarily about barbecue or anything, but like cooking in general, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. He was a great chef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. I'm going to call it a night. See you guys next week.
Yeah, I gotta get
Yep.
my butt to bed.
Yep.
Y'all have a good night.
All right. Chat. Good night. Lance, Simon.
Sure.
Appreciate the link.
Thanks for coming around.
Bye. Adios.
Adios.